Alright, this is Sam from Bullspec. I'm going to tell you about something else I got recently. So far, the only thing I'd ordered from CreateSpace was Shock Totem, and it's a real nice size, really beautiful cover, very thick, glossy. The printing is nice and crisp, the graphics were great, and you can see a little bit more here and all that stuff. That was a while ago, and for some reason I hadn't gotten back to CreateSpace in a while, until I came across Cross Genres issue 16, which is a Steampunk edition. So you think, what are you going to get from this print-on-demand stuff? And this is actually pretty cool. Again, it's this thick, glossy cover. You can see it's really beautiful. You can open it up, and again, we got our crisp printing and a nice table of contents and all that, and pages and pages of stories and all that. But I want to tell you a little bit more about Cross Genres here, the issue 16. So you think if you have a themed issue like Cross Genres does, in this case Steampunk, you're going to get a bunch of stories that are all the same. Actually, that's really not the case. In this case, I'm a little biased. I'm a big fan of Natanya Barron's writing, but her Steampunk here is a little bit Western or country or whatever you want to say. We've got horseback riding and strange ichor leaving creatures and things like that. It's a whole different experience to Steampunk, which is usually more of a greasy diesel, all that fun stuff. You go through, and the next story, flip through, is this whirligig fingers and globular thumbs. This one is not Western. This is probably more of your typical gadget-based Steampunk, but it's maybe, I won't give anything away, but it's maybe a little more gadget-focused than some others. So whirligig, it's pretty cool. Who's that one by? That one's by Polenth Blake. Flip through and we see the Vostrasovich Clockwork Animal and Traveling Forest Show at the End of the World by Jessica Reisman. And again, another just completely different one. We had our Western slash country slash whatever at the beginning, and then we had this gear centric one. And this one is completely different. We've got gray padded French the polar bear on her broad back, etc., etc. So we got some clockwork animals and some cool things. This one's another just different take on Steampunk entirely. Flip on through. 20th Century by Michael Glenn Farquhar. I'm totally massacring these words, but here we've got just another story. It's again completely different. This one is got sky pirates and all these things. So you see how much variety there actually is within Steampunk. Keep on going. And the last fiction here is The Recondite Riddle of the Rose Rogue by Don Vogel, and this is kind of a mystery detective, kind of a cool, and yet again a different take on Steampunk. And lastly, we'll kind of finishes up the issue here, is the non-fiction, well, I don't know if I'll call it non-fiction, the written kind of essay article here, Dr. Soundpounder's Utopian Soliloquizer. And who knows what that means, but if you check out by J.C. Hay, if you check it out, then you'll see it. And again, just very, very pleased with the quality of the printing, what you get for it. It's this very nice sized, full-sized thing here. You can see a Shock Totem was more of the trade paperback size, so you can see the Cross Genres kind of sticking over on the edge there. Compare it. We'll reach over to the bag here. Pull out a full-size magazine. You see the Cross Genres is just a little bit smaller in dimension, and you can see the Bullspec sticking over the top there. So hopefully you enjoyed that little look inside of Cross Genres issue 16 Steampunk, and we'll look back at Shock Totem, which came out late last year. And here's Bullspec, of course. I gotta put it in here. And if you're interested, it's now available as a PDF download and a Creative Commons license. And it's pay what you want. So if that sounds interesting, check out bullspec.com and look for the PDF link. Thanks.